Now we prepare a Hexbin plot. Now we want to prepare this plot on the right one. I like this, the right one plot, Hexbin plot. I like it better compared with scatter plot with density counter. It show you the same information, but it's up to you which plot that you prefer. So to prepare Hexbin plot, the same thing, we load the library for ggplot2, the player, and reshape2. And then we set the working directory, we load the data. So set the working directory, which is D resource, where we put our data set, where we put rainfall and temperature data set. So we put our data set here just now. You can just copy this folder address and put it here. And make sure that there is 2 dash here. And then it will read your working directory. And then you load your temperature and rainfall dataset. So we have our temperature dataset is in the calendar format, and also rainfall dataset in the calendar format. And the same thing. So once we have that rainfall dataset, we convert that dataset from wide format to long format so that we can easily manipulate the dataset. So in wide format, each month is a column. In long format, months are row. So we use the math function here to reshape the data from wide to long format. So we run this math function. So now our dataset will look like this. So we look at temperature. Yeah, it looks in the long format now. We just manipulate the data so that it's easy for us to make relationship between these two variables. So here, for example, now we look for rainfall. So this is for rainfall. You can see from 1950 to 2022. So now it's in the long format. Now we combine that data set, we merge that data set so that it will be only in one file. So we combine by using merge function. So we use our new data set, temperature data and rainfall data just now that we have prepared, and then we merge it. After we merge it, it will look just like I am showing you before. It will be in the single file. Year, month, average, and rainfall. But if you already have this kind of data set, you can directly use this data set as your CSV file. Now we prepare the Hexbin plot. We create the Hexbin plot to visualize the relationship between temperature and rainfall. So this plot will aggregate the data into hexagons and colors, and it will colors them based on the density of point. So here we will use ggplot function. So we use our latest data set, which is combined melt just now, and our x-axis will be temperature and y-axis will be rainfall. So we use geom hex bin is equal to 3. So that's mean use hexagonal binning with 30 bins. We can play around with this bin later on. I will show you what different that it will make. And then we apply the color gradient for the density because we want to show if the density is high, the relationship is very strong. So certain temperature and rainfall, if its relationship is very strong for certain value, and the density will be very high. So we use option equal to C. So the name will be the density. And the x-axis label will be average temperature. We put the unit here in degrees Celsius, and the y-axis label will be monthly rainfall in millimeter. Now we use the plot title will be a relationship between monthly rainfall and temperature from 1950 to 2022, and the plot subtitle will be Hexbin plot with density gradient, and then we put the data source is from era 5, and then we apply a clean minimal theme to the plot. So this step 5 we can run. Now we have this Hexbin plot. Looks very nice. So it shows here the relationship of Rainfall about 180 is very strong when temperature is about 26.5. So most of the rainfall is occur here, and the temperature usually will be 26.5. So it shows relationship between rainfall and temperature. Now let's see if we change the bin to 60. Let's see what will happen. So this is something that you can play around. Is the plot will become smaller here. You see, it's become smaller bin. So based on the judgment just now, 30 is okay. What happen if we put 10? Let's see if we put 10, the bins to 10. So it will become very big, but easy to for us to see the relationship if it's become too big, but less information. So it's better to go in between. The 30 binning is better. So it's easy for us to see more information, and relationship is easier to see between this monthly rainfall and average temperature. So if you have a study that you compare, want to understand the relationship between two variables, and then you can use this kind of plot for your result. It will be very, very nice. Okay, I think that's all for tonight. I show you how to prepare scatter plot with density contour and Hexbin plot with density gradient. Thank you for watching.